Okay, so here we are now. We're in the final repository level of Tempus Irae. It's called The End. I edited our little MML script a little bit to give us the manuscript we got 2 levels ago. We should have been carrying it all through the other level, but it didn't matter. It only matters if we have it here. So let's just, first let's check out the terminal. Place the manuscript you're carrying in the appropriate receptacle and then return here. Alright, fine. No problem. Should be right here. There we go. Leo, no. We have destroyed the last of the 4 that followed us this time. The final manuscript has been saved, and we are leaving this time now. When? Soon.
How soon?
Very soon. When will then be now? Our greatest thanks and our greatest sorrows that Sabuth created this crisis. I thought Pinky and the Brain created this crisis, according to the secret terminal. You have. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but actually, remember how I mentioned that there, when we were doing the Pinky and the Brain secret fanfic secret terminal, that there was a link in on the spoiler page to a web page that was an archive of Pinky and the Brain fanfiction that was down. Somebody bothered to email me about that and gave me a link to it through the Wayback Archive, so I could see.
Wow.
See the site; it's still there.
So Wayback is still holding on to that somewhere. They did a scan, and it exists in the midst of ancient times of the internet.
Okay, you have struggled long enough to fill many epics. Indeed, individuals amongst our group neural network are vying for the chance to record this tale in verse. Haha, we won. We would reward you if we were capable, but our understanding of human desires is still greatly limited. What to get the cyborg? It has everything. Durandal once spoke of a renegade star that was crossing into our galaxy. We will return now to the time whence we came, and from there we will attempt to find this renegade sun. There you can choose to come or choose to stay. We cannot, however, allow you to remain here. That is Sabuth's task. So what, is the idea that we're going to hitch a ride on the renegades? I don't know what that means.
I'm confused by everyone's motivations.
There's a scroll after that. I plunged the chaos, unheeding the thoughts of my kin as I was torn away. The past was clearer to me. I could not bear what had been wiped away in my brothers' minds, what had been lost in the scattering exodus. I saw my opportunity then with this one, this builder, maker, and thinker, born of the same kind as the warrior, destroyer, and liberator. I could make of this kind great mercenaries. I could bring them to sooner smash the slavers, to reduce the suffering time, to leave the great structures of my youth unsullied. All that suffering I shared with the thinker, but I changed it. I showed him all of his human kings stunted, chained among the stars, unless he acted upon what I had shown him. The false could become the true. Therein lay my grievous error. I guess what he's saying is, I thought humans would be really good to help the Spit against the Pfhor, so I educated Leonardo da Vinci. And so I remained on Earth, strengthened but hidden, to remove the traces of the slavers, to protect this verdant world and its kind. I saw my own ambition akin to the slavers, and learned the curious human words for remorse. I grew fainter to sight, I touched no more minds. I only saw and studied and considered this kind and their works, their makings, their undoings, their soundings, their visions, and their writings. And then, after a human millennium, I returned outwards to my kin, who had felt only a moment's breaking, and they rejoiced. And there's a poem. Actually, I guess the whole thing's a poem. From verse 9, a human dream is an inward fission of surging dark light and shining dark, a split web and a fused swarm. I touched these dreams' boundaries and still did not see the boundaries. I wondered that such isomers could bear a mind born of flesh. I considered my own kind, I examined the whole within, I plumbed it and surveyed. I sunk in the lonely dark, and then I knew. In these beings all souls gather within their solitary minds. Solitude and unity, like our kind, only the outside in.
Brought to you by Bryce.
I guess that's it.
So, is that it?
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Is that the whole thing?
Well, kinda, sorta, maybe.